This part always makes me tear up, and it's honestly even more sad in the book. The little girl in the lemon yellow coat. There's so much meaning packed into this moment of Katniss being in the Capitol, noticing a little girl noticed her when she's, undercover. And then the shooting starts, and then we're at the parachute explosions, and even more young children die in this moment. And the fact that this girl is in a lemon yellow coat, so bright yellow, not dandelion yellow, which is meant to symbolize hope and spring and renewal. I'd say yellow here is about caution and also a warning, like canary in the coal mine. Primrose flower, the yellow kind, are also pretty close to, I'd say, a lemon yellow. It's very bright. So what's happening here, Katniss and Gale are in the Capitol, sneaking around, trying to get closer to the president's mansion. Katniss narrates, I crane my head around to see if I can locate Peeta. I can't, but I've caught the eye of an inquisitive-looking little girl in a lemon yellow coat. Interesting, she's looking for Peeta, her yellow dandelion here, and then she sees the lemon yellow coat. It's an innocent child. She's from the Capitol, but she hasn't done anything wrong. Once Katniss notices this girl, she tells Gale, we might need to split up. There's a girl, and then she's cut off because gunfire rips through the crowd. They're screaming. She and Gale run for cover. Katniss sees a street full of bodies. The little girl who was watching me kneels beside a motionless woman, screeching and trying to rouse her. Another wave of bullets slices across the chest of her yellow coat, staining it with red, knocking the girl onto her back. For a moment, looking at her tiny crumpled form, I lose my ability to form words. Heartbreaking moment, and in the movie, hearing this little girl screaming and her terror, she's like saying, Mama, I can't. But in the movie, they don't have this little girl being shot down, and I don't need to see that, and I get why they didn't do it. Keep it PG-13, also it's just like, it already hurts. And then Gale gets Katniss's attention. She says that they're shooting from the roof above us. It's the rebels. They've made it to the Capitol, and Katniss narrates, I don't feel a rush of joy, although theoretically my allies have broken through. I am transfixed by that lemon yellow coat. Katniss being unable to tear her eyes away from this little girl is really like the core of her character. She is empathetic. Katniss has an especially soft spot for little girls, not just because of her love for Prim, but also I think like psychologically it's for herself. Katniss was a little girl once and she had her life turned upside down. She was 11 when her father died and she was forced to grow up fast. Katniss was managing money, she was cooking meals, she was finding food. So I think when she sees these young girls, it's just like especially like so intense for her. In the movie, they also have this little girl be blonde. That's not specified in the book, but having little blonde girl and then Prim dies shortly after just further cements this connection, this warning of what is about to come. It's just total chaos. There's people being shot at, there's pods being activated. She's still making her way towards the mansion, and then she sees this barricade placed in front of it filled with children from toddlers to teenagers, scared and frostbitten. And then the parachutes drop, the explosion happens, Prim runs in, second explosion. We know how that all goes. I keyword searched lemon in the trilogy and there's not much. In the first book, Katniss takes a shower in the Capitol and there's lemony foam. Wait, so it says I'm deluged in lemony foam that I have to scrape off with a heavy bristled brush. Oh well, at least my blood is flowing. Her blood is flowing like the little girl with the blood in her yellow coat. No. If this is on purpose, I can't. And the next time lemon comes up is the lemon yellow coat. There's quite a lot of lemon mentions in Ballad. It's a lot of lemonade, okay. But it seems significant that lemon in the trilogy is really only used in this specific instance of the little girl. Lemons, the actual fruit, they're sour. And what happens to this little girl is sour. It's uncomfortable. It makes you purse your lips. And we also have this saying that's really about resilience and making do. You know, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. You can turn a bad situation into something better. Katniss and plenty of characters in the Hunger Games are resilient. Life is tough and they're making do. There's so much encapsulated in this moment with the little girl in the lemon yellow coat. It highlights Katniss's empathy. It highlights the innocent lives that are harmed in the war and also just in what has been happening in the Hunger Games. If you have any other ideas for the symbolism, please share.